Hi, Barry here, and we're just gonna continue doing making this castle with my brother, Ghost. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. So today we are gonna be working on this vault in here. I'm gonna try and do like some redstone doors if I can. Remember how to. Which probably don't remember how to. We'll figure it out. Okay, I have to check on the example. What are we gonna be talking about today, Ghost? I'm not sure yet. I want to figure out how to do at least one of these redstone doors, so I can remember how. And then we'll probably... I don't know, maybe we'll make up a quest. You wanna go on a quest? Let me just figure out how I did the door. Okay, so that's two. That's two. Redstone. Okay, so that's two. And then, pretty sure redstone was here. So here, here. I'm gonna go double check. Just gonna like dismantle half this. This was my example, so. Okay, and then we just place that. Okay, so one side we can just place there. Other we can just place. Okay, I think I made it too wide. Somehow. And then we can put this block here. No. Okay, one side needs to be longer. I did it! I remembered how to. Yes. Yes, now I have to recreate 3 more times. What do I mean by quest? Yeah, what do I mean by quest? So, I'm not really sure myself. We'll figure it out. It's cause... So yeah, now I guess I have to think of quest questions. Okay, so what's your character? You still have magic, so your character is gonna be some type of wizard? A battle wizard? Okay, and... Okay, so you come up to a board of quests as a wizard. You have 3 options. One is to go up a mountain to defeat a dungeon. To get the magic ice crystal that will protect the town from frost. And then the next quest you can choose from is to defeat a dragon that's keeping a town hostage. And the last quest you can choose from is the last quest you can choose from is infiltrating an enemy kingdom to steal back their gem. Like the kingdom's gem. Which one will you pick? So you choose the enemy kingdom to go and so you go to the town where the king who hired you is waiting for you to explain your quest. And you stop at the entrance of the town because someone has lost their necklace. Do you help them find it or do you move on to the castle? You use your magic to find it. Okay. The person who you helped gives you a bag of magic dust. You don't know what it does yet, but now you have it. So remember that. I will write this down so we can remember which way this is going. Okay, so now you have this magic dust, and you continue your way to the castle of the king who hired you. You make it to the castle, and the guard stops you. What do you show? What do you show to show that the king invited you to this castle? Illusion? What do you make for the illusion? Like, do you use it to sneak in, or do you, like, make an illusion of, invitation? So you use it to sneak into the king who hired you? Oh, this isn't done yet. No, not the kingdom yet. You're going to see the king who hired you to get your quest. Like the fine details. So, you have an invitation. Do you show the invitation, or do you make an illusion of an invitation? Okay, so you show the guard the illusion of the invitation, and he lets you in. You then go to the throne room where you meet the king. Nope, not the enemy. This is the person who hired you. Because the guard wasn't told you were coming yet. Okay, so you're in the throne room. You go in, and the king greets you as the person he hired. Because he knows you. Guard didn't. Okay. And then, he shows you a map of the enemy kingdom. Do you take it, or do you leave it with him? If you die, then they can eat it, so you leave the map. So you left the map and got your quest. The quest is to infiltrate the enemy, so he shows you his most precious item, and then you have to steal his most precious item because it actually belongs to this king. Does that make sense? Yes. So you accept the quest and go on to the road of travel to the enemy kingdom. I'm very bad at this, but I'm gonna keep going with it. You find a tree in which you will take shelter under for the night. And while you make a campfire, a hungry cat comes over to you. Do you choose to feed the cat or to ignore it and ignore it and eat your own food? Why do you have a mouse? Did you find the mouse? I feel like that's a question. Why are you just carrying around a mouse? As a wizard. Like, was it like a potion ingredient and you just wanted to give it to the cat? I want to know why you have a mouse. For reasons I don't understand? Okay, so you have a mouse for some strange reason as a wizard. And so you give the cat this mouse. The cat thanks you and moves along on its day, leaving behind 3 whiskers and a note. The note says, these 3 whiskers can summon help in times of trouble. Do you keep everything or do you leave it on the road? I don't know. Maybe you just don't like the whiskers. That's why you would leave it. So you keep the whiskers? Okay, so you kept the whiskers, and are now asleep under your tree. You're asleep under the tree. You're under the tree. It's part of the story. You're under the tree. The next morning, you wake up to a raccoon trying to steal your magic whiskers. Do you fight the raccoon, or do you let him steal your stuff? It's an evil raccoon. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. It's an evil raccoon. He wants to steal everything, but he's trying to steal the whiskers. You turn him into a human for an hour? But then he just... Okay, that's your choice? You've chose that? You turn him into a human for an hour. And then he decides to punch you in the face and steal 2 of your whiskers. So, again. So you turn him into a human for an hour, he punches you in the face and knocks you out underneath this tree, and then... and then he steals 2 of your whiskers. Yes, you still have 1. And then you wake up an hour later when the raccoon is Ray God, and also still like the raccoon again. Do you go try and find him, or do you move on with your quest? Okay, you move on. You walk down the road to continue on to your quest to the enemy kingdom. And... something. And you make it to the enemy kingdom. And you're looking for ways to infiltrate the castle. You have a few options. You have a few options. One option is you yeah, one option. Okay, so you got to the village of the enemy kingdom. You go into the tavern. You start thinking of your options to infiltrate the castle. One of the options is you notice they're hiring guards and for a dangerous mission. And if you do the mission and survive, you get noble status and friendship with the king. Another option is you disguise yourself as a noble, but there are risks to that since no one will know who you are. So you chose to be hired as a guard in the enemy kingdom. Okay, as a guard in this enemy kingdom, your job is underneath the castle because it has been abandoned for some... No. Yes. So you go to the basement of this castle. where they have a dungeon because one spawned in for some reason. Like, no one's been in the basement for a while, and so monsters took over, but people still live in the castle. So your job is to go out and clear the dungeon, and if you come out alive, you get noble status and can complete your mission. You go into the armory, and you get a choice of armor. One will help you against fire, one will help you against water, and one will help you against ground? Nope. Ground. One will help you against ground. So which armor do you choose? Ground? Okay, you pick up the armor that'll help you with ground. And you notice that it's... Oh my god, wait, what'd you do? Did I? I wasn't looking and then I broke something. Oh, that's not good. We fixed it. It's fine. Okay, so you pick up the ground armor and notice that its main colors are green and gray. I guess. I don't know why the colors are important, but we're just saying the colors. Yes? Hmm? No, so you're in the castle, you're now guard, you got your ground armor, and you're working for the enemy king. And then he leads all of you and 5 other guards that all are gonna try to survive, to the first level of this dungeon. The first level of the dungeon, you encounter giant rats. Yes, like the Princess Bride, the unusually large rodents. Yes. Oh yes, it's rodents of unusual size. So they're unusually large rats, and they're green. And they attack you with their teeth. They had hands in their mouths? What? Was that like a behind the scenes of that movie? Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen either. Okay. Anyway, moving on. You're being attacked by rats. Giant rats. And you're being attacked by giant rats. What spell do you use to get them away from you? Do you use... just combat spells? Yeah, what spell would you use, though? So, like, it would be... What are your options? Let's see. Would you Well, actually, would you use magic against them? So you are a wizard, but you said you're going to be a fighting wizard. So would you use magic or weapons against them? They're only rats, so they should be slightly easy to destroy somehow. So you're gonna use your magical sword against them? Sword spell? What's the sword spell? So your magic sword can do 3 things. It can grow into a bigger sword that you can just slice them with, like a very sharp big sword. Or, you say a clown sword? Cloud? Why would you make a cloud sword? Anyway, so you can have a big sword, or you can have a long, sharp sword that will allow you to easily cut through the rats. You can have Monster Hunter sword? So sharp. You can your sword could also turn into like a slime sword, and you can trap them in the goo. You can turn it into you can turn the sword into like a cannon. You can turn your sword into a cannon and then just shoot them with cannonballs. So like long range. And those are your options. Sharp, goo, or cannons. Oh, I did not mean to break that. So you would change your sword into the cannon option, and you would shoot them from afar? Okay, so you passed the first level, and one person got bitten by a rat, and is showing signs of turning into a rat. To you, and I'm saying it. So you don't know he's gonna turn into a rat, but he might. And so you and the 5 other guards are continuing to the next level. The next level there are vampires. Yeah, totally, vampires. The dungeons are magical. They just have monsters and they just spawn in. Yeah, so vampire bats, but they're like, they don't really show the bat form when you're fighting them. Because they're, I don't know. Vampires. We're moving on to vampires. So you got some vampire problems. You don't know that. We don't know what's gonna happen this level. You encounter some vampires, and you have to fight them. You have an option in this level to use the magic powder, not powder, dust that you got from the necklace person on yourself. It helps you somehow. I'm not gonna say now. Okay. So you have an option to use the dust as a helpful object in this level. You'll use it? Okay, so you use the magic dust. So you use the dust that the necklace, that the person you helped find their necklace gives you. It turns out to be garlic dust, and it helps keep the vampires away from you. Now you have to find a way to fight the vampires. You can use magic spike balls that stick to them and drain them of their vampire abilities. Or you can use your sword to... You can transform your sword into a wooden stake and try and stab them in the heart. Was the person who gave you the dust a god? No, it was a normal person that said they had magic dust, but it was just garlic powder. So, you'll use draining powers to drain them of their vampire abilities. I'm making this too short. Okay. So once they're drained of their vampire abilities, the rest of the guards go and defeat them. And you start noticing the person who was bitten by a rat acting weird. Do you tell something to the other people, or do you keep it to yourself and move down the dungeon? Okay, so you tell it to the other people. They look at him and notice nothing off. And I was gonna say that he has a tail. So yeah, he has a tail, but everyone just thinks it's normal for some reason. And they move down the dungeon. So, now you have to deal with both the dungeon and this rat creature. The next level of the dungeon is kind of like a swamp. Not really like a deep swamp, but like puddles and mud, where you encounter giant demon toads. I'm gonna try and eat you. I do have... Let me see if I can accurately give you an example. Let me see. I have an example. I did say giant demon toads, but you asked for an example. So now I will describe the giant demon toad, if I can find it. Yes, this is what I had in mind when I said it. Well, I guess I can't really... It's just a really, really big toad with demonic lines on its face. No, it's very big toad. You're gonna have a hard time defeating this one. So you get to this toad, and you have to find a way to defeat it. You have a few choices of magic. You have... Okay. Let's just say you have unlimited magic for this entire time for some reason. So, you have some choices of magic. You can tie it up in a net and let the other people take care of it. You can create vines that will... You can create poisonous vines that will trap and disintegrate the demonic toad. Or you can... start boiling the swamp room. So you're going to choose vines. Okay, your poisonous vines shoot out of the floor and wrap themselves around the toad. The toad yells in agony. What do they sound like? I don't know how to... I don't really want to make a sound. I feel like it would be really bad. Let's just think... So, just think of a balloon. You know how you can, like, hold the balloon together and it makes, like, a squeaking sound as the air comes out? Like that, but louder and deeper. So, like... Yeah, like that, like... Not a squeaking noise. I don't even know how to describe it, but... So yeah, let's just say, like a balloon sound. So, the toad... The toad is now mixed with the swamp, and because you disintegrated it with the poisonous vines, and now the swamp has become sentient and there are mud golems coming out of it. How would you deal with the mud golems? You get to choose this time. Freeze them? Okay, so you freeze the mud golems, and you freeze the mud golems. You freeze the mud golems. Let's continue on. And the other guards go to work slicing them up with their swords or something, like breaking them apart. So you froze the whole swamp? So you're saying everyone's feet are stuck in the swamp now? You know, let's just say that you froze the mud golems. Of course you froze the swamp. And so, like, they're just chopping up the mud golems so they can't reform. And you head down the next level. Next level, you notice that the person who was bitten by the rat has now grown round ears, like rounder ears, big ears. But they're also foaming at the mouth like they have rabies. Does that sound fun? You want him to be the final battle? You know what? Good idea. We'll continue on. You tell it to the other guards, but for some reason they still see nothing, and they just move on with their levels. Rabies are common. Of course. peasant guards. So now you're at the next level. After the toad, you run into a gorilla. So you want to be like a King Kong gorilla? Let's just say the levels get bigger every time you go down. Because again, it's a dungeon, magical dungeon. So you want to run into a gorilla? It's now King Kong. Okay, so now you're fighting a gorilla in a dense jungle pit. So you and your fellow guards that are with you and the guards who are with you are hiding in the trees while the gorilla searches for you because he saw you as you entered. One of the guards decides he wants to go try and fight him alone. Do you say no, we should stay as a group, or do you let him go alone? Okay, so you tell him to stay and somehow convince him to attack as a group. Nope, you get choices. Cannot make them all invisible. So, as a group, you have two options. You can either try digging a really, really big hole using your magic to make it to have him work faster and hope the monkey gets trapped in it so you can hit it with things from afar. Or you can tie up its legs and hope it just falls and you can get it that way. Or, one last one, you can set the jungle on fire and hope none of you die. Tie up his legs? Okay, so you and the guards get to work finding really long vines. Long and sturdy vines. And... Oh, yes, so... And then you go to where the gorilla is pacing back and forth trying to find you guys, and put it across its path. Then, as you do that, the gorilla starts walking over, and you guys tie the vines to some trees and hope the trees can hold the gorilla as it falls down. So the gorilla then falls down, and you and the other guards throw the vines over the gorilla, keeping him onto the ground. Okay? Well, I don't even know where I'm going with this, so if you're not listening, it seems like it's fine. So now, the gorilla's on the ground. You have a few seconds before it regains consciousness and tears itself out of the vines. Do you help give them... Do you, like, help them so their swords are bigger? Or do you... No. Do you... I'm trying to figure out how you defeat this monkey. Okay. So... So you now have the gorilla on the ground. You have a few seconds before he regains consciousness and starts attacking you guys. While he lays on the ground, you have to figure out a spell that will Oh yes, you have to, so for this level, there's a key around his neck. So you have to have someone go and get the key so you guys can escape. Um, do you get the key yourself or do you let someone else get the key? Okay, so you send someone else to get the key. They manage to cut off the key and throw it over to where you guys are. But then the gorilla starts waking up and grabs the guy. You can either attempt to save him, risking your own life, or run through the door setting the jungle on fire so everyone in the room dies. That's not an option. You can either go through the door, set jungle to the room. Throw what? Okay, so you turn your sword into a boomerang. You turn your sword into a sharp boomerang. You throw it at the gorilla, hoping it'll cut off one of his hands and save the person. It misses and cuts down a tree behind the gorilla. Yes, the tree then falls on the gorilla, but also falls on the guy. Yes, they're both dead now. Well, actually, no, the gorilla just has some broken ribs. The guy's dead. Do you then set fire to the room and run out with the other guys? Or do you just run out? Okay, so you leave the gorilla and just run out. As you walk down to the next level, you pass a mirror. And the top of the mirror states that when you look into the mirror, you see okay. It says when you look into the mirror, you'll see who your true enemy is. Do you look into the mirror, or do you continue moving on? Okay, you decide not to look into the mirror and continue moving down the path. One of the other guards, though, looks into the mirror as you're reading the title of the mirror, and sees you outlined in red. You don't know that he saw you outlined in red. And so, he continues down the next level with you, but he's suspicious. As you reach the next level, no, he's not the rat. Anyway, as you reach the next level, you encounter giant spiders. Yes, this is revenge for letting the spider live in my room. So you encounter some giant spiders. Biggest spiders. A whole nest of giant spiders. Think Harry Potter nest. That's the nest, except there's no exit. Nope. Because you cannot see an exit at the moment. You're surrounded by giant spiders. I have to think of your options now. How did you defeat the giant spiders? Okay. What? Oh! No. So, how do you defeat the giant? What are you breaking? What are you breaking? What'd you break? Why'd you break? Wait, where's the door? What'd you do? What? No, I made a door here. Wait. Wait, what'd you do? Where's the doors? Where's... Oh, okay, step on a pressure plate. Step... Okay, sidetrack from your thing, because you just somehow broke my doors. Where is a pressure plate? Oh, so you didn't break the doors. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. You scared me. You could have told me that it was... that you were in the hallway. Yeah, I didn't make a door here yet. Torches. And whenever there's a redstone door, make a door here, please. My god, you scared me. I thought my build was broken. Okay. So you're surrounded by some giant spiders, just truly humongous spiders. And you have a few spells you can use, or you can use your magical whisker. Okay, so you use the the magical whisker. Your last one after the raccoon stole the other one. And what appears when you summon something with the magic whisker is... What appears when you use the magic whisker is a giant lizard. So a giant lizard comes in and eats all the spiders. Okay? No door here. No doors yet. We're just doing the layout. Okay, so you have a giant lizard now. He has an hour time limit. He runs around the room eating all the giant spiders. But once he eats 20 spiders, you have no control of him, and he tries going after you and the other guards. Do you run out of the room after... what? No, you don't know where the exit is. Okay, your only option... Now your only option is to figure out where the exit is. It's somewhere under all the webs of the room. So, do you tell them to split up and look for the exit? Or do you keep all of them together to look for the exit together? Fire is not an option in this room. You have to just cut through the webs to find the exit and hope the lizard doesn't eat any of you. Split up? Okay, so you split up and try and find the exit. The person who finds the exit is the dude who's turning into a rat. So he doesn't actually tell you any of you when the exit is because he has rat brain and I know that's kind of mean for rats. We're just gonna call it rat brain though, because they're evil rat brain. The evil brain that sees all of you as evil traitors, I guess? So, something... Basically, he's now half rat of evil kinds that wants to destroy you guys. So he doesn't tell you where the exit is, but instead goes through himself. So he goes through it himself, and you see the exit from across the room, from across where you are. So, So you shout out and tell everyone where the exit is, so now you're all running towards the exit. You see the lizard diving towards both a spider and one of your men that are with you. Well, I guess they're not your men, fellow guards, they're in this dungeon. Do you... Um, do you blast the lizard with air so he gets knocked off course, or do you just let the person get eaten? Okay, the lizard was blasted back by a current of air, and you are now all running towards the exit. You'll make it through exit, but notice that the guy who was bitten by a rat is nowhere to be seen. It turns out that the monsters now see him as a monster and just let him through the dungeon. No, because the next room is... I totally lost my train of thought. I had an idea for the next room, and then it left me. So the next room is... I remembered. So the next room, you encounter a giant Venus flytrap. It takes up the whole room, making it look like the monkey's jungle. So you go into the room and encounter a Venus flytrap. Giant Venus flytrap. You feel like you're being pulled down into the earth, but you are not affected because you chose the earth armor. So you're safe from the roots trying to drag you under the earth. However, the other guards are not. Do you sacrifice... Okay, so you just knew what I was gonna say. So you give them some of your armor. Hold on, I've gotta do the math of how many guards you started off with. I said 5. You and 5 other guards. And then one of them's now a rat. And the other one got killed by a tree in the monkey room. So now it's you and 3 other guards. So, you go to give each of them 1 piece of your armor. Which piece are you saving for yourself? Okay, so you chose to keep your helmet. You hand your chest plate to guard number 1. I didn't make up names. You hand your chest plate to guard number 1. You hand your boots to guard number 2. But as you went to give your armored pants to guard number 3, he gets sucked all the way into the ground. Do you attempt to dig under the ground to find him, or do you just continue battling the plant because he's probably right dead? Okay, so choosing to just go battle the plant since the other guy has been sacrificed to the earth of the plant, whatever. So, so you battle a plant. You have a few... Why'd you turn me invisible? Why do you do magic? Do you do magic? That's it. Do you do magic? And what magic would you do on this plant to destroy it? Fire. Okay, so you use fire magic to... use fire magic to burn the plant. It burns some of the plant, but ends up just making it mad. As you move on to your second spell, one of the other guards gets eaten by the plant. Yes, but you have a chance to save the guard that was just eaten by the plant. So, do you also get eaten by the plant to get so you can cut both of you guys out, or do you just continue battling the plant, just leave the guard to try and save him at the end of your battle? Save him now? Where are you? Oh, there you are. It looks like that. Anyway. So you jump into the mouth of the plant, and you also get eaten by it. You reach the guard that was eaten, and cut both of you out. The plant is now burned and wounded. You have an easier chance of taking out its core if you throw a precise... If you throw a perfect... If your other guard can shoot an arrow directly into its center. Do you, enchant the guard with some sort of aiming magic that gives it a 56% of hitting it, or do you just let him do his thing since he probably can already hit it himself? I don't know. Okay, wait, no. Let me redo that one. Okay, so you cut you and this guard out of the plant. The guard that was left outside the plant has a bow and arrow. If he can shoot it directly into the middle of the plant, you guys have a chance of beating this plant. If you can either attempt to help him, but your attempt to help him might make him a worse shot, or you can just let him do his thing since he's been training since he was 6. Let him do his thing? Okay, so you just left him alone and let him shoot the plant on his own. He ends up hitting the plant, and the plant goes down, revealing the final exit of the dungeon. Okay, so... you go through the final exit of the dungeon. But you're from the plant. Because this is the guard who saw you as the traitor in the mirror that would reveal you. He asked you about that, why the mirror would show you as a traitor when you saved his life. do you explain your quest to him in hopes that he doesn't turn you in once you're done? Or do you... I don't know, kill him? Because he knows too much? Am I still invisible? Why? So you said maybe you should look into it again? But you can't because you're at the final door. And this is the final battle. Why would you have a portable one? Okay, so you pull out a portable mirror. You pull out a portable mirror of enemies and show both him and you into it. Because of... Well, this just got really hard. Okay. So, you pull out a portable mirror of enemies. He looks into it and still sees you outlined in red. He then starts demanding you let him know what you're doing there. Or he will stab you. Do you end up stabbing him first, knocking him out, or turning him into your puppet so he does not remember anything? That's not an option. Pick an option. Do you let him stab you? Do you stab him? Do you... Okay, you know what? I make new options. Do you let him stab you? Do you stab him? Do you... Well, now I lost it. Oh my god, you made me lose it. You stab him, he stabs you. He's there. You know what, just, does he stab you or do you stab him? No, we have to go on with yours. Oh my god, okay, I did just remember. Okay, so you stab him, he stabs you. Do you tell him what you're doing there? Or do you just knock him out and move on with his body? Because you have to not leave him in the hallway. Okay, so you knock him out and move on. You have to drag him into the final room because you can't just leave him in this hallway. I got stuck in the door. And then you and the other guard see the person who's bitten by a rat. Because he was originally a human, he grew like 10 times bigger than the rats in the first level. So now you're battling a giant rat, king of rats, rat king. And you have to... Yeah, you just have to defeat him. What do you think your options should be? To permanently turn him back into human? Well, that cannot be one of the options. Well, wait, maybe it can be. Okay, so as you... Let's just say, as you distract him with illusions, you and the other guards search for anything that can cure him to his human state. You find a spell in your spell book that will turn him back into a human, but only if you sacrifice someone first. You have to get rid of some of these people. You have to, okay. The thing is, you have to be the only one that escapes the dungeon. So, but who would you sacrifice? You have to sacrifice someone. Fine. Maybe we can figure out a different way. So, okay, so your option is either figure out who you're going to sacrifice, or find a different spell. Okay, so you keep looking in the book. The only other spell is... mixture is a potion. You have a portable cauldron with you that can start boiling water at any time, but you just need... oh, that's a wall. You just need the ingredients. The ingredients happen to be parts from all the monsters you've fought in the dungeon so far. You do not have them because you're not collecting them. Do you send the other guard to get them while you distract the giant rat with the illusions? Okay. So that guard goes up all the levels to collect all of the stuff. And while he's gone, the guard who believed you to be a traitor wakes up. Well, I was gonna say that he wakes up and does not remember anything before. No, does not remember anything from before you guys start. No. Mixing up my words. Yes, so he doesn't remember any of the dungeon. You knocked him out, gave him a concussion, and memory loss. So he doesn't remember anything. You see this as a good thing, you'll just explain a story to him later. But he's scared, so you put him in a protective bubble so he does not get hurt while you distract this giant rat. Okay? And then, the guard that was sent to get the ingredients is stuck in the monkey room because you chose to leave the gorilla there, not dead, but instead with a few broken ribs. So this guard has all the ingredients, but when he's coming back down, he gets stopped by the gorilla. You do not know this since you're still distracting the Rat King. How do you think this guard should evade the gorilla? Now you're just a totally different character. You're this guard, getting the ingredients. He's stuck by a gorilla. Your choice and either right or left could save or kill him. Which way do you go? You've killed him. The monkey's side that was hurt the most was his left side. The right side was still fine. He swung his arm and hit the guy. You feel a disturbance in the Force. Cause you're a wizard, and now you're a Jedi as well, I guess. You feel disturbance in the Force because you've bonded with this other guy. And you roll the guard who has memory loss out into the hallway and leave illusions with the Rat King in hopes that he does not defeat the illusions somehow. So now you have to run all the way up and defeat this gorilla, grab the bag of ingredients, and get back down to the final floor. You use a potion of swiftness to get up to the gorilla level, but now you have to figure out how to defeat this gorilla. Why are you blowing up TNT? You have to figure out how to defeat this gorilla. Do you use spells? And which spell would you use to defeat this gorilla? Would it be a fire spell? Would it be a earth spell? An invisible hit? So somehow you have your sword can turn into a cannon that can only affect gorillas, and you shoot him with it. Did I get that right? Guess. Because that's what it seems like you're going with. The gorilla is now dead. And you grab the bag of ingredients and make it all the way back down to the Rat King. You first check out the guy in the bubble. He's still good. You make it back. No, then you set up your cauldron potion that will help the Rat King. You're not done with this quest yet. I say when you're done. Because you brew the potion, and then you feel a shake at the door. Your illusions have stopped, and now the Rat King is looking at you through the door. You have a split second before he grabs the person in the bubble. You have to throw this potion directly into something that will, yeah, just directly at him. But you have only like 3 seconds. Do you attempt to... Okay, this was a bad segue into throwing stuff, so you're good. You have to throw us at the Rat King to save the human that was once the whatever. Oh, I did not forget. I'm trying to figure it out. So you have the potion, you go to throw the potion, but you have to try and throw it past the bubble that you are using to keep this guy safe. You have to try and throw it to the left of him, but you're right-handed. Do you push yourself past the bubble, or do you just try and throw it? That does not make sense, but we're going with that. Just try and throw it. You end up missing and hitting the bubble, but as the Rat King grabs the bubble, the cut on his hand gets potion in it. So he ends up transforming back into a guard. And now you, the guard who's a Rat King, and the bubble person, not bubble person, the guard in the bubble, leave the dungeon. The king only grants you noble status, as you hoped he would, since that's what you were going for in the beginning. And both the guard that was last in the bubble, and the Rat King guard needed therapy. They went to therapy. Because they had a time. And then, while you were given noble status, the king showed you his most prized possession, another kingdom's jewel. And you needed to steal it somehow. You and him were alone, so did you threaten the king to give you it, or did you secretly steal it while he wasn't looking? So you secretly stole it while he wasn't looking, and replaced it with an illusion. Yeah? Okay. And then you made it back to your kingdom. And yeah, you just made it back to your kingdom, you gave it to the king, and then your story ended. And you actually, since no one saw anything wrong with you, retired with your noble status in the enemy kingdom. Do you agree with that? Yep. So now you just have a bunch of money, and you did your job. You sure you don't want to go on a different quest? Just Ghost, I feel like it would be better to do my story when we get the new microphone, since you don't really get picked up on this one. You want to give myself a story? What era? Okay, so I'll relay my answers and your story through my microphone. Let's see if this works. Okay, what era? I don't know, what options are you giving me? But like, do you want, cause like, what do you mean what era? Usually in quests, like, what, you want me to say futuristic? See, it'll be better with a different mic, huh? So you want to get a story right from me, so it's not like the one I just did, where it was just chaos? So what era? Can I say dinosaurs? Then we're doing some like dinosaur quest. Here, I'll write it down for you so you can start making a story for next time. Do these look cool? I feel like they're too dark. I'm remaking them. So how would you rate this story out of... We'll just say 10. Was it like a 3? Very bad? You say yes? Oh, I'm hurt. You thought 4? Well, that's not too bad. I was not that prepared. I still gave you a story. Oh, maybe I can use candles. Grab a candle. What are you doing? I'm gonna do that. First we have to make the thrones or whatever for our castle. Should I use like a honeycomb block maybe? Do you think the honeycomb blocks might be good? I'm gonna do the middle. Stop messing with it. I just clear. I don't remember how I did the other ones. So do you want it like a... What else can we talk about while we do this? Something else like what? What do you mean another one? You wanna try doing something like would you rather maybe? Okay, what's a good would you rather question? Okay, so you don't have any would you rather questions, got it. So, what else can we talk about? Hmm. My god, these aren't placing. Yeah. Hmm? So, what should we have on this level of the castle? We already probably talked about it a little bit, but then we kind of changed the castle a little bit, so... Oh, this isn't placed properly. I thought it was. I'm gonna cry. So, what's your favorite animal? Tiger? Tiger's your favorite animal? Why not? Just trying to make conversation since we stopped your story. So this is why maybe we should just make up another story. Like, we could do the... Not Mad Libs. We don't have that in front of us. No. What about, like, another quest? You had 2 more to pick from. I'll try and make... Ghost, we have to do something other than that. So... we can do another quest. You had the... You wanna go on the snowy quest? Oh my god, I do not know how to place this properly. No, I didn't. It's not the right way. Why is it always in the corner? I did it! Yes! Now I don't know what to do for the middle. I forgot the candles. No, it doesn't work. We can't really do an audiobook with this mic. Should we make this a window? Like, into the hallway? Or... Talk about books? Okay. Which book? Epic? Does that look cool? I think it might look cool. Nope, not really. Game room. So... what's something we can talk about? Books. If we take some topics from books... Want to talk about The Hobbit? You're reading that right now, aren't you? How do you like it so far? You like it? You like the first part because of all the food? Well, they must describe it amazing. Why'd you break the block? I'll fix that. Get out. I think I can fix it. Have you... which part in The Hobbit did you get to yet? Like... oh, so you're saying in the book it took a lot longer than what happened in the movie? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do something weird and it might not work, but I'm gonna try it. Anyway, did you get to the part with Gollum yet? You did? Oh, right. Just, how'd you feel about the descriptions? This looks weird. Really cannot wait till I can order this new microphone. It'll be so much easier. How do I look? Oh, it works! Technically. I'm just short. You really want to do games that have story when we get the new microphone? We could do that. We have games with story. So... cause like, we might not be doing this castle next stream. So which one you want to... which game you want to play? It's true, we might do Goose Game. Okay, how does it look now if I go in and I sit down and I close this? That's rude. I look like a head. That... But that's not what I want to go for. How did I get here? How about we don't do that, because then we give the fewest motion sickness. Also, those aren't activated. Hi. Okay, it kinda looks cool with just those. So maybe if I just put like the blocks back. Like that looks kinda cool. And then we can put an item frame here. What should be in the item frame? That looks cool. You want a project to do? Well, technically we've done the base of this room. So time to start with the ceiling, I guess. We can put a minecart thing in later. You feeling excited for the playthrough of the other game? Mm. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna try and play that one after Nine in the Woods, but Nine in the Woods will probably take like a long time, so. Possibly. Why am I like clipping through the... On your screen, I'm like clipping through the ceiling. So... I do kind of want to do streams where I like start, or like throughout the stream I like read passages from like books. But like, the book I was showing you before the stream, the like monster book, where I just explain what a monster is or something. Doesn't that sound fun? Do you think that sounds fun? I think that sounds fun. You trapped me. What's your idea? I don't know if I can do that, but I can figure it out. So what do you mean by that exactly? So in Minecraft, we're gonna have carts for accessibility to our castle. I feel like that's an after we do the outside thing. So I can figure it out, but once we make the, like, the full entrance to this. Why? So you think we're gonna stop at the 2-hour mark? Because we're getting close. So you do think that's a good idea if I, like, take out some of my monster books and just explain certain ones on stream? Because I found that, like, kind of fun, so I would. I do have multiple. I mean, they probably cover the same things, but I do have multiple monster books, yes. I went through a phase. It's still going on. They fascinate me. But yes, I have multiple monster books that I can read from. Did you scare yourself again by just thinking about it? Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to see that picture when I was opening that book. I wasn't prepared for it either. The child was terrifying. Okay, yeah, I don't know why the default characters blink. Like, that disturbs me. Especially, why was your character blinking, like, for so long? They're just, like, those blinks were not, like, blinks. It was, like, a full, like, 20-second blink, and it was annoying. How big do we want the pond? Well, are we making a pond or a lake next to this castle? Ghost. You thought pond? Okay. Oh, this is gonna take so long. One of the streams we have to explain how many pets we have too. Maybe next Tuesday we can talk about pets. Oh, because if next Tuesday, if we do the Untitled Goose Game, then that'll be a perfect opportunity to talk about pets, because it'll be geese. For? For what? For Goose Game? You're saying that we own 4 co-op games? Do we? have 8 co-op games. Also, you're not counting the ones on the Switch, but I'm so sad we can't do Switch games right now. Okay, I regret making the castle this big, honestly. We could have just started a small castle. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. So sorry for the person who just joined, because I have to check on my dog. Okay, sorry about that. Dog's fine. So, Ghost. What can we talk about? So... yeah, I'm running out of things to say. Ghost, what? Should we do, like... okay, so the next... so, once we finish the layout of this room, and we do the layout of the second room, should we do, like, full bedrooms for this castle? Like... walk-in closet... or something? Oh, it's, like, not all finished. Remember, we had the whole plan? We're just finishing this castle right now. We're not even that. We're halfway done with this castle. You'd like to do the video when we finish and we invite people to come see it? Yeah. I'll have to figure out a way for them to join somehow. So I should be able to just invite them, but then no one will hear them either, because my setup is so bad. It'd be better if Dad actually got me a working computer. Talk about how for what, my 14th, 15th birthday, he got me a computer that stopped working the second I turned it on. Yes, I'm gonna talk about it now. I could have had, like, a good computer. But no, it stopped working the second I pressed the on button. The mouse locked up. Had to get a different mouse. It never ran anything. Yeah, I guess that's all to say about it. It's just a really bad computer. If I had a better computer, I would be able to do this more. Anything else? Talk about what we do next time, I guess. Well, hopefully the microphone comes in time for next time. Do you want to do a stream? Can we? Your birthday's on a Monday, isn't it? Well, we're doing this stream on a Wednesday. Maybe we can do the next one on Monday, if you want. I don't know. I don't know if Mom will let us. Since you're... what, got me celebrating? So she might want to just celebrate. I should really set up the camera for this too. It'll be fun for when I do horror games. 'Cause I really want to play Bendy for a stream. Can you come out your hole and put torches? Please. I think there's just a bunch of rambling in the ending of this now. We started with a really weird quest story, and then we got rambling. It's like silent rambling. It's okay, Ghost. We'll just... I mean, I really think he'll be better with a different microphone. You're gonna torch the place. Was that a bat? Oh wait, no, it's you. It actually looks kinda cool, just you with the background with the torch. I regret making it this big again, because why? Oh, it's been 2 hours. You wanna try something? Okay, start trying it. I'ma finish this line and then we'll go find a place to say bye. Was that you? It makes noise? I have not had sound on while playing Minecraft for a while for some reason. You should put a pumpkin on your head. Because with this armor, you'll be like the headless horseman. Well then put a pumpkin on your head. You can't put torches near him on this version. I know, it's bad. Can't do that either. Just put a pumpkin on your head, then hold it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it. Might be the next one. You want me to toss you a pumpkin? I can find you a pumpkin. Do it, do it, do. Isn't there a netherite? Or do you want to hold the iron one? Try both. Ghost. You try to set me on fire with a torch? Are you making a summoning circle? Yourself? Let's make you a summoning circle. almost circle. While you stand in the center. Wait, no, I can probably make it more of a circle. Okay, now teleport yourself into the circle. That's the roof. Wait, let me throw down like a potion or something. No, I'm not ready. Go back. I can't find the potions. Here, I'm gonna use water. Wait, that might put out the candles. Hold on. I'm gonna use something red. Yes. You ready? Yay! Okay, now we have to put this somewhere else in the castle. I don't know yet. We're going to keep this here as an example because that's actually too cool. And then we can put like a... Oh, we probably can't. Maybe we'll have to make it wider, but if we could, put like an armor stand in the middle with your outfit. That'd be cool. Okay, let's find a place to say bye. Just fly. You took off the pumpkin? Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Second view. Go in the minecart. Go in the minecart. No, the other one. Go in your own. No, leave. This is mine. Okay. Oh, this won't work either. Oh, networker. You look sad. You want to start building some of the outside? No? Okay. We have to find a place to say bye. Let's... It'd be cool to do it here. If we can. Maybe I'll be on this side. Go on the other side. Yes, perfect. So we're gonna say by now. We are gonna try and do these streams every Tuesday, even though we had to miss this Tuesday. Next time we should have a new mic, which will be better for it, and yeah, and better commentary. We won't just run out of things to say. So I'll see you guys next time. Check out my profile and some of the links that I've included in my About section. And